but they're hostile with ethereal corruption stuff. I am fucking confused. It doesn't really make sense, does it? If the rifts are caused by the ethereals, then why are they hostile to ethereal things? Unless it's an unintended side effect. You know? Maybe that's the case. I have no idea. But I wonder, am I suddenly under level now because I died earlier? Didn't think I lost that much experience. Okay, over this way. This way, I think it's up this way. Where I have to go. Yeah, it's ominous. Yeah, it's definitely this way. Warden Krieg, yes. Over here. Ooh, Inquisitor Creed. He made his way over here. Probably not in good condition now, though. Probably have to kill him at some stage. Over mind, Christ. Just swarms of undead there. Christ, and there's plenty back here now. Move, move, move. Hound, you can die any second now. Yes, stay there and just cark it. Okay, it did, but it was not nearly as effective as I was hoping it would be. Okay, more electricity. There's some food rations. I'll grab that when I can. Okay, I'll toss out a few eyes. Let's get rid of you. Oh. And let's spam a bit more electricity. Is a very useful spell. Vital Essence. Let's grab it. Also, Flamebreaker. I'm getting a lot of rares right now. 6. Epic, sorry. 24% chance to block 186 damage. 0.50 or 0.5 second block recovery. Or would be 0.50 or 0.5 or 0.50. I'm always just confused when they do it like that. So, like, I mean, is it half as... Like, do they mean half a second? Or... Actually, yeah, they mean half... Yeah, they mean half a second, yeah. Sorry, whatever way my brain was processing it for a moment, it just didn't click right. It's just, yeah. 56 physical damage, like if you shield bash or whatever. 5 to 12 fire damage. Plus 25% fire damage, 35% fire resistance, and plus 2 to Vindictive Flame. If I was Demolitionists or whatever, it would be a really good shield for me. But for now, it will, well, for me, it will just have to serve as a pretty good shield. Oh, and the Mal made its way all the way up there. Thankfully, I could still, you know, loot it. Someone still wants to kill me. Over this way. Reputation. You've reached despised with the Ethereals. I guess I've just been killing my way through all their troops, so now they really hate me. Which, since I'm despised, it means additional spawns. Part of me was kind of hoping, oh, maybe I can get really liked with the Ethereals or something. But no. 2 entries. Third one. I've finally arrived in Burwich after passing through the dismal area known as the White Mire. For years, tales of supernatural occurrences have circulated about the White Mire, and indeed the name itself makes one feel uneasy. They can handle it. I hadn't put much stock in them, but my recent experiences lend some credence to the old tales. I hadn't put much stock in them, but my recent experiences put some credence to the old tales. Nevertheless, I've reached my destination, and it seems the Warden of Devil's Crossing... Hang on, let me take a quick drink. There's also a big splatter of blood on the ground. Likely creeds, though possibly from the enemy I just killed. I don't think the enemy marked the ground, so probably from Creed. Nevertheless, I've reached my destination, and it seems the Warden of Devil's Crossing, who resides in Burwich, somehow anticipated my arrival. A footman greeted me as soon as I entered town, and insisted I accept Krieg's invitation to be put up at his manor. I find this very peculiar, but I've accepted the offer, as it may be my best chance to investigate the manor itself. Going to make this entry short, as I've just been summoned to join Krieg for supper in the dining hall. This should prove illuminating. I've been guest to Warden Krieg at his manor for over a week now. My suspicions that something terrible is going on here grow with every day. Every day I set out to some destination in or around Berwick to investigate yet another unusual crime or ominous rumour. Some can be easily dismissed as more mundane human crimes or merely fantastic tales, but many of my investigations have come to darker conclusions. I feel that there is a pattern emerging here, but I cannot yet put the pieces together. These are peripheral cases, though. The main purpose of my involvement in them is to give the pretense for my prolonged stay in Berwick. Krieg himself has become the focus of my primary investigation. Despite an overwhelming conviction that Krieg is not what he appears to be, and is almost certainly involved in some unnatural activity. I have found no irrefutable evidence of wrongdoing that could be used to open an official inquisition. Much of the manor itself is closed off to me. There are rooms upstairs from which Krieg and other visitors will come and go, but I'm not permitted to enter. Stranger yet, I've awoken in the night to sounds like the creaking of wagons moving along the road, but then looked out my window upon the village and seen nothing. Where are these sounds coming from? The game of cat and mouse continues, but as of yet, I'm not certain who's the cat and who is the mouse. I'm sure the Inquisitor can handle himself, but being attacked in your sleep, even the best fighter can be, ambushed there. Impervious quilted armor. No. Especially by all these feggers. Warden Krieg's journal. Someone dead in his bed. I've taken possession of my assigned vessel, the local prison warden. I appeared to him in his bedchamber and proposed to joining. I'd anticipated fear and skepticism, but these humans are apparently all too ready to enter into any pact they believe will profit them. Krieg is not a particularly strong-willed human, but he's persistent and constantly scratches at my consciousness. I have him under control, though. Krieg's position as an incarcerator of other humans will greatly facilitate our efforts. His expansive dwelling has a massive cellar that I believe we can use to fashion an underground transit, conceal our activities, and the transport of bodies. There is much work ahead to prepare for our glorious dawn, but I rather enjoy this physical body. It has many advantages. Oh, I'm sure it does. I love how he just breaks every door. Like, my god, man. Learn to use a door handle. Okay. In we go. This must be the Warden's cellar. And there's a rift here. Thankfully enough. Don't know why there's juddering. It's not like I'm loaded. I shouldn't be connected to the internet or anything. As far as I know, I'm not. Like, I installed like the 3 gig of the game. Actually, then again, I installed a fair bit with, like any game that's online. Just because I downloaded something doesn't mean it's offline. I've actually absolutely... No, this isn't on... Actually... I've actually no idea. I don't think it's always online. I know there's some online features to it, but that doesn't mean it's always online. Not necessarily, anyway. Salvage breastplate. It is better than what I currently have. but I will be getting an upgrade soon in a couple of levels. Here I could actually get him up to 10 and start working on his technique and shield training. I'm actually tempted in just boosting a few other things up. I'll put a point into that and 2 into that. Ooh, ectoplasm. A gelatinous residue sometimes left behind by non-corporeal entities increases energy regen. Very useful considering I'm spamming that attack. It actually reminds me of The Witcher. I would love spamming the fire spell, basically. The fire attack was quite good. This way? Nope, can't go that way. I think they would have taken better care of this. You know, one of the tunnels is collapsing, you know, this is apparently was important to their operations. Either it isn't important anymore, which explains the, you know, hostile forces in the tunnels. You know, they've just left to fall into disrepair, and a few enemies have gotten in. Or it's important and they just really don't give a shit. You know, this may have only been important in setting up for the Grim Dawn, but not anything else. Okay. Oh Christ, there's a ton. Let's just keep shocking them, I guess. I don't like that just because it's just it feels cheaty, you know. But if I have to. It'll slap you around a bit. Just due to that, I was thinking I could break my way through, but no such luck. Okay, over here. Ooh, Nightblade's fiendish effigy of the void. I'll take it so I can sell it. A few more enemies to slap around. Let's go this way. Okay, somehow I don't think anything's gonna be over this way. Well, none that I want anyway. Nice. This way. Yeah, a few rifts spawn. With battered shells, some vital essence. Moving on. Ooh. This is a way? Off the map. There's like a more fainter thing there. Oh, is this actually meant to be a secret area? Maybe it is. We'll take this over here. Take these. This. For a moment I got very confused and I thought, wait, isn't that the guy, the traitor? And I got very confused. Like, oops, I can't complete that quest, I've kind of killed him. Tarnished Butcher, no. Oh, okay, this wasn't a secret or anything, as far as I could tell. Just more part of the Warden's Cellar. Ah, it's another way up. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Extra loot, extra gubbinses. It's all good. And enemy blood does actually stain the floor. Alright. So maybe maybe Creed is still around. Somehow, though, I have a feeling he's fallen prey to the Warden's machinations. Ooh, I actually got to use that word. You don't know, like in everyday life, you don't frequently get to say that, use that word, you know? Clear evidence of, living in, the wrong world, You need to be involved in things where you get to use the machinations. By wrong world, I mean, different spheres, like different places in society. Like world is in a loose sense, like, soldier's world is different, very different to my kind of world, Not as in, like, oh, I need to go live on Mars, or alternative realities. No, it's just more loose use of world, or different meaning of world. Kind of like how you can use augment to mean, cybernetics, augment, and you can also mean augment to mean be in reference to a tattoo. Because you're adding to your arm, you're augmenting it. Actually, I'm getting a tattoo soon. One of my dog's paw prints. Jessie, she passed a while back. She's a good girl. Funny enough, she actually went out herself. We did up a nice little bit of food for her. Nice dinner, some potatoes, bit of chicken soup. There's one other thing in it, I can't remember. And like the potato was all cut up. Chicken soup was like 3 good ladles of it was put on it, and whatever else was in there. And maybe some chicken fillets. And after that, she had a French fancy, like this was her last supper kind of thing, a French fancy. We even gave her a little bit of chocolate. Chocolate's really bad for dogs. We normally wouldn't ever give her any, but it was her last meal, and the vet was coming to her in an hour's time to, do what has to be done. But when the vet was actually there, she gave her a muscle relaxant to help, and Jessie actually went herself. It's like, I'm not fired, I quit. Or you'll never take me alive, copper. It's just the way I like looking at viewing it, just because it's kind of funny to me. So yes. She was a good girl. But yeah, I'm going to get her paw prints done on my back. Tattooed. I imagine the warden is going to be pretty dangerous in a fight. Here's hoping I'm ready for him. Okay, over this way and down. Ooh, Christ. Fucking spider ambushes. They really need to pay, take better care of this place. Ribbon, it's a medal, increases experience gained. We'll leave that on. Also, more cunning. Ooh. Devotion. You. Cadence. So now on cadence, and we'll level as I get more experience. I don't know how high I'll level up, but it'll gain more stuff. Also, the points available are different to these affinities. Okay. Good to know. I was kind of hoping that they were the same thing, but I completely misunderstood it. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, no, sorry, the affinities, they're two different things, yes. The points are used to get these nodes, but the affinities are used to unlock the nodes. Like, see, I need 8 red there to unlock that, so I need to get a fair bit more sweet red, So I can get that by going through here, which will increase my vitality and bleeding damage